OdeeLoccSportsInfo here, back with another vid for you guys. Yeah, y'all, hit that subscribe, like, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this reel because y'all know OdeeLoc keeps it real. Yeah, y'all. Now, I was partially right? I was partially right, but it really haven't all the way played out yet, right? It really haven't all the way played out yet. I'm going to tell you guys a few scenarios that I think of what's going on, right? Because we all know now, I told y'all, I told y'all that the PBC and Al Haymon was going to do something with Keith Thurman, right? And we all know now. Man, I couldn't wait to make this video. This is crazy. Let's share. Chrome tab. Let's share. Let's share. Let's share. So, Keith Thurman, I t- I told y'all, Al is up to something. He's up to something. Now, Keith Thurman been out the ring for over 2 years, comes back, and he's fighting Mario Barrios, who just got beat by Tank Davis for a 147 WBC final eliminator. Make this shit make sense. It don't make no fucking sense at all. None. It makes no sense at all. But I told y'all. Al is up to something. But everybody, they want to look at everybody else. Why do people want to look at all these other promoters like they fucking up boxing? No, it's Al fucking Haymon. He's fucking up boxing. Right? Now he want to put Keith Thurman, like I told y'all, he's going to and don't be surprised if Keith Thurman shows up in the IBF ranking system after the fight with Mario Barrios to block Boots Ennis. It's a 2-for-1 deal. Y'all be thinking I tell y'all, I keep it real on this fucking channel. Y'all think I just be, coming with conspiracy theories. No. The writing is on the wall. See, look, and this is another scenario. Do not be surprised if Earl Spence Jr. vacates the WBC belt. Do not be surprised. Right? And why would I say that? Why would I say he vacate the WBC belt? Right? Because Keith Thurman, he can pick up that belt. And that way, the PBC, they can have two different fighters, right, with belts again. And that stalls the Terrence Crawford fight even more, right? That stalls the fight even fucking more. Even more. But at the same time, see, look, I want y'all to think about this shit. At the same time, Earl Spence Jr., he can get out of the clean boxing program. Yes, Earl Spence Jr. can get out of the clean boxing program if he vacates the WBC. Right? He don't have to worry about all that shit. And why haven't the Spence versus Ugas fight been announced yet? Why they not talking about it? Why? Because Earl Spence Jr. is in fat camp right now. He's in fat camp. He's trying to lose weight. right? Udanis Ugas is ready to go because he stays in shape. He's ready to go. It's Errol Spence Jr. who's in fat camp, right? And you know why he's in fat camp? Because he can't take the stuff that he was taking back in the day to burn off that weight. So he have to do it the right way. And it's taking longer than he expected. It's harder than he expected. Y'all think I just be coming up, just be making, bro, the writing is on the wall. I could not wait to make this video because I said the PBC is going to do something with Keith Thurman in some way, shape, or form. They're going to put his ass in the mix, even though he doesn't even deserve to be in the mix. Yeah, Keith, I said it. You don't deserve to be in the mix, right? So after a almost 3 year it's closer to 3 years than 2 years. It's closer to 3 years you out of the fucking ring. You lose. You coming off a loss too. So you lost. Mario Barrios lost. So when y'all come together, it become a WBC final eliminator? What? This is what the fuck. Man, this shit, you cannot make it up because I said it, right? I said this shit. I said it. Go back, look at the videos. Y'all already know I've been talking about this, right? Y'all already know I've been talking about Keith Thurman is going to get put in the mix some kind of way. Okay, now let's stop this screen. Now let's go to the IBF rankings. See? Why? Because the IBF rankings, they should have been, right? The IBF rankings, they should have been updated, right? Because Crowley and the other guy, they've been fought. So why isn't these updated? Why? Why isn't they updated? Why isn't they updated? Just tell me why isn't they updated? Tell me. You can't tell me why they ain't updated. Why? Why? Because they waiting to after the Keith Thurman, Mario Barrios fight, right? They waiting to after that fight. And then they're going to stick Keith Thurman up in here somewhere. They're going to stick him in here somewhere. He's going to be in here somewhere, right? Because if he beat that final eliminator with the WBC, he's going to go up in the WBC rankings, right? They probably jump him over Virgil Ortiz, who's number 1, right? They probably going to jump him over Virgil Ortiz, who's number 1 in the WBC, right? And at the same time, they're going to lift him up in these ranking systems, right? So Boots can block Boots. He can block Boots. At the same time, Keith Thurman, he can be an scapegoat for Errol Spence Jr. Y'all think I just be making this shit up? If y'all pay attention, the writing is on the wall. Al Haymon is full of shit. He's full of shit. He's full of bullshit. Right? Everybody else is looking everywhere else, though. Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, Oscar De La Hoya, right? Frank Warren. Everybody is looking everywhere fucking else. Just because this motherfucker don't talk doesn't mean he's not bad for the sport. Right? Just because you don't hear a word out his fucking mouth does not mean he's not a snake. Just because he's black does not mean he's good for the fucking black man. The writing is on the wall now. Right? I already knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. This shit is hilarious to me because it's like, damn, OD, you said it was going to happen. You didn't know it was going to happen this fast, but shit, you thought at least they was going to wait till after the fight. They ain't even wait till after the fucking fight. They didn't even wait till after the fight to elevate this shit, right? Al Haymon got on the phone with Mauricio, right, with his buddy. He got on the phone with Mauricio and said, Mauricio, make that fight a final eliminator. Right? Even though Keith Thurman is not in none of the sanctioning bodies top 15. None of them. He's not in the WBC. He's not in the IBF. He's not in the WBO. He's not in the WBA. And let's prove it with this one right here, with the IBF. Let's scroll on down. Let's scroll on down. Top 15. He's not in there. Nowhere. Period. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. He's not in there. Nowhere. Okay, now let's look up something else. Hold on, you guys. Let me put the WBC rankings up real quick. Real fast. It ain't going to take that long. Right? It is not going to take that long, man, because this shit is hilarious to me, man. It's like... man, like Al Haymon is so fucking predictable. I mean, for real, the dude is so predictable that it's ridiculous. He's so predictable. So predictable, man. And then y'all just, fans, they just be falling for that shit. Like, bro, like this dude is predictable as fuck. He's predictable as hell. Okay, now let's go. Let's stop this screen. Let's go to the WBC rankings, because y'all already seen he wasn't in the IBF rankings. Nowhere. He's not in the top 15 of none of these fucking sanctioning bodies. So how in the fuck could Keith Thurman get anything? Right? Right? Let's go to the WBC. Okay. Right? Earl Spence. All these people. Where Keith at? We already know where Keith did. Keith dropped out last month. Right? We already know what Keith did. Keith dropped out last month. Right? That's not him on the picture. They erased his picture. But he dropped off last month. So he's not even in the top 15 of the WBC sanctioning body. And he's about to fight a fucking eliminator for them. How is that possible? You know how it's possible? Because Al has made the call, has pulled some strings, right? Because he want to protect Earl Spence Jr. This is what this basically about, right? He want to protect Earl Spence Jr. But at the same time, I think he wants to get Keith Thurman back a belt. I honestly think Al Haymon wants to get Keith Thurman back a fucking belt. For real. And I think he wants to get him that WBC belt. Because this shit is not making no sense. He's not in no top 15, nowhere. Right? He's not even in the top 10 of the ring. So how can he get a final eliminator against anybody? Especially fighting Mario Barrios, who just lost the Tank. What the fuck is... But this is what I'm saying. But, you know, this did... And now we're going to go back to Bob, right? To the Bob Arum situation with Terrence Crawford. Crawford, look at what's going on, buddy. All you got to figure out is what's going on, Crawford. Look at the surroundings. Look at what the PBC is doing, bro. Salute, Jose Amar. Look at what the PBC is doing. That's all you got to do, Crawford. Right? You was looking at Bob Arum, but Bob Arum, yes, he probably didn't promote you the best. Yes, I agree. I agree. He probably didn't promote you the best. Yes, he probably did to try to fuck you out of your $900,000, and he tried to get you out of that fight because you was expecting the Earl Spence Jr. fight, right? Yes, he has done that to multiple people. See, look, and that's the thing about it. People, they always say, yeah, Bob Arum. No, Bob Arum, he has fucked over Manny Pacquiao the most. And last time I checked, Manny Pacquiao ain't black, right? Bob Arum has fucked over Manny Pacquiao the most, right? He has fucked over Mikey Garcia. He has fucked over Floyd. He has fucked over Oscar. Now he fucked over Terrence Crawford. It seems to me that it's not a color line to him. It seems to me it's all about money with him, right? Seems to me it don't matter what fucking color you are. You could be Hispanic, Filipino, black. It doesn't matter to him, right? He gonna fuck you over. And I'm pretty sure that Lomachenko, he's gonna have these issues too, right? Eventually. Come on, man. This is just Bob Arum. PBC protecting Earl low blow Spence away from Crawford. Yeah, man. You seen all them low blows that he did to Porter, right? You seen all them low blows. But if Porter would have came in that motherfucking headbutt in his ass, you best believe they would have had something to say, right? You best believe they would have said anything and everything about Porter. Oh man, he's just such a dirty fighter. If he would have came up in there elbowing his ass, right? But no, since it's Earl Spence Jr., he gets away with every fucking thing. Everything. Earl Spence Jr. can get away with hugging on a man, kissing on another fucking grown ass man, right? And he gets a pass. Oh man, like that's just brotherly love. I ain't never did that shit with my brother. Is you out your goddamn mind? Right? That's weirdo behavior. Weirdo behavior. That's what it is. That's when you have a little bit too much to drink and and your real self come out. That's what that is. Right? Yeah, people, yeah, like they go, oh man, are you going in on shit on Earl Smith? Yes, because Earl Spence Jr. should have been fucking fought Terrence Boyd Crawford. We all know he's scared. We all know he's scared, right? Even the PBC fanboys, they know he's scared now. This is why they trying to bring up Boots Ennis, right? Shout out to Roy Jones Jr. Spence getting more protected than Wilder ever did. This shit, boys, more. Yeah, bro. Shout out to you for that comment. I mean, for real. I thought that Wilder was getting protected, right? Shit, Al Haymon threw him to the wolves. Al Haymon threw him to the wolves. But at the same time, it actually comes down to the fighter, and Wilder probably really wanted to fight Tyson Fury again, right? Wilder probably like, fuck that. I don't want to draw. We got to fight again. You feel what I'm saying? And after that second fight, he started believing the cult members, right? Started believing that he got cheated, he was drugged, fired his trainer and Mark Breland, blaming everybody but himself until he get in there the third time and get his ass whooped again. Right? Blamed everybody but himself. Get in the ring, get his ass whooped for the third time in a row. Now what? Oh man, like I'm thinking about retiring. Oh yeah, yep, and you should be looking at Al Haymon fucking sideways, right? Because he fucked off $120 million for you, buddy. He fucked it off. And the thing about the fight with Anthony Joshua, I had it a 50-50 fight. Right? Because Wilder has the ultimate equalizer. And we all know that AJ, he has a good chin, but he doesn't have the best chin. Right? He has a good chin, but he doesn't have the best chin. And I'm an AJ fan. Wilder had a good chance of winning that fucking fight. So just imagine Wilder at undisputed. Deontay Wilder, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world in America. He would have been a fucking rock star. He would have been a rock star. But Al Haymon fucked it off. And then fired Lou DiBella, right? And then fired Lou DiBella for getting him the opportunity to make $120 million. Shit, and Lou DiBella was like, damn shit, I thought that's what I was supposed to do. But it seems like Al Haymon had different plans. Yes, he had different plans, bruh. He didn't want you to really get him no fight with Anthony Joshua. Right? Why would Al Haymon want to help out DAZN? Because that was all it was about. Platform bullshit. You fucked off Wilder $120 million for the PBC platform bullshit. Right? Because you didn't want him to go to DAZN and help DAZN be a good platform, even though they had got Canelo. They had Anthony Joshua already. The fuck are you, bro? Go over there, make your money. Get your bag. Nope. Nope. Al Haymon has done it again. Right? He has done it again. And he gonna keep on doing it to the boxing fans. He gonna keep on doing it. Right? You know why? Because he got a secret service. This dude, man, shit, it's like he protected like the president, by these YouTube channels, right? They be putting out these narratives, protect the PBC, protect the PBC, protect the PBC, protect Earl, protect him, protect this, protect. It's like, come on, man. We ain't gonna never get the fucking fights we want. Never. We ain't gonna never get the fucking fights we want. Why? Because these dudes push these bullshit ass narratives. Bullshit narratives, man. Right? Let's go to Boots real quick. Right, man, look, because I like Boots. I like Boots style, all that. But we have to be, we got to keep it a buck. Who have Boots beat? Right? Now let's go to Terrence Bud Crawford. When Terrence Bud Crawford came to 147, everybody was saying, yes, he have to beat this guy. 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 And that was after he was a fucking champion. Right? This is when he already had the WBO belt. He still got to go through a fucking gauntlet. Right? Boots Ennis now, right? Boots Ennis, he fighting Terrence Crawford leftovers and all this type of shit, but he's elite. Boots is getting his flowers now. Boots is getting his flowers. Why Boots getting his flowers, but Terrence Bud Crawford can't get his flowers? And he's a champion. Why is Boots getting his flowers, but Crawford ain't getting his flowers? Why? They both black. Oh. Is it because one is from Nebraska and one is from Philly? Can somebody answer that question for me? Why is Boots getting all this praise, all this love, but Terrence Bud Crawford has done it through 3 fucking weight divisions? 3 weight divisions. Undisputed. All this shit. But these channels discredit the fuck out of him. Oh, man, like he wasn't nothing. Man, like he wasn't nothing. He wasn't this. He wasn't that. But Boots, he get all this credit for beating Terrence Crawford leftovers. Something right? Well, he just fought Delorme. Crawford fought him in 2014. A prime Delorme. That's that's 7, almost 8 years ago. But Bootsy getting all this praise for beating up Delorme, but Crawford stopped him too. In his prime. But nah, that don't mean nothing. Let's go to Gamboa, right? Gamboa was so whack, was so fucking whack, but Javante Tank Davis fought him and Devin Haney fought him. At 8? 38, 39? But Gamboa was so whack, but Terrence Bud Crawford beat him in his fucking prime. But, hey, that doesn't mean nothing. That doesn't mean shit. Nothing. Right? Let's go to Victor Posto. Victor Posto was literally trying to fight the fuck out of Danny Garcia. Right? Trying to fight Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia left the division. Left 140. He left the whole fucking division to duck Victor Posto. Right? Victor Posto was the man at that time. Right? Crawford go in there, dance around him, beat him up. Oh, man, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing, man. You didn't do nothing, man. Right? Kell Brook beat Sean Porter, right? Was beating up on Earl Spence Jr. until his eye gave out, right? Because if you know about, eye injuries, once one side is broken, the other side gets weaker. And that's what happened to Kell Brook, right? Because Triple G broke one side and Earl Spence Jr. just hit the softer side. That's it. That's why it broke like that. So Earl Spence Jr., he fights this man. Kell Brook is beating him, winning the fight, right until his eye give out. Plus, he taking low blows. Go and look at the fight. And he taking low blows. But nobody talks about this type of stuff. See, I never said nothing about it either because back then, I was an Earl Spence Jr. fan. Believe that shit. Right? Like when he fought Kell Brook, I was an Earl Spence Jr. fan. For real, how quick shit changed, right? I was his fan. I was demanding that he get a fight with Kell Brook, even though I knew that Kell Brook was going to be weight drained, right? That Kell Brook was coming off an eye injury, all that shit. I didn't give a fuck. He need his shot. He need his shot, right? Okay, Earl Spence Jr., he go through all that with Kell Brook, right? Terrence Bud Crawford fights Kell Brook, who was coming off a 3-fight win streak, right? Knocked out one of his opponents, came down 7 pounds instead of 13 pounds, 7 instead of 13, coming off 3 wins, not a loss. And Crawford stopped him in 4 rounds. Oh, man, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing, man. Right? That ain't nothing. Excuse me. So Sean Porter don't want the fight, right? He talking big and tough that he don't want the fight. But the WBC ordered the fight. So now he's stuck in a conundrum. He like, shit, I can't duck out of the fight. I'm going to be known as a ducker. So fuck it. Man, shit, I'm just going to try to get my highest payday and I'm just going to let it go. Right? Because if I fight Terrence Crawford anyway, Al Haymon's going to put me in the doghouse. So I might as well get my highest payday and get the fuck up out of here. That's what Sean Porter did, right? Earl Spence Jr. goes life and death with him. Life and death. Hitting Sean Porter with low blow after low blow after low blow. Nobody wants to say anything, right? Goes life and death. Knock down Sean Porter in the 11th round. Sean Porter gets up, jumps up to say, come on, let's go. And goes right back in there and starts putting in work again. Right? They go to a decision. Earl Spence Jr. wins. Now on the flip side, Terrence Bud Crawford, he just coasting with Sean Porter. Coasting with him. Until Shakur Stevenson. See, I thought it was Bomac. But no, it came out that it was Shakur Stevenson who said that to him. Bro, no, it was Shakur Stevenson saying that Andre Ward said something. Like, Andre says you down. He like, how? And and y'all already know what happened. So that means Terrence Crawford could have stopped Sean Porter at any given time he wanted to. He could have stopped Sean Porter at any time he wanted to. For that man to get a word, right? Just get one word out the ring. I'm down. Oh, all right. And go out there and stop him. Terrence Bud Crawford was trying to coast with his friend. That's what he was trying to do. He was going to win the fight, but he didn't want to do Sean Porter dirty. Right? Until he got the word. Then he like, okay, turn it up a notch. And Sean Porter, he couldn't deal with that turn up. Right? And everybody, oh man, Kenny Porter, he stopped the fight early. Did y'all look at Sean Porter on the ground shaking? Trying to get up? That's why he was pounding on the ground, because he was trying to get back his fucking senses. He was pounding on the ground, trying to get back his bearings. You can clearly see his arm shaking, but the fanboys, they don't care about that. They don't care if Sean Porter die in the ring, right? All to protect Earl Spence Jr. They don't give a fuck. They don't care, man. These people, man, they are not boxing fans, bro. They love to push narratives to push their channel. Everybody want to be a YouTube fucking celebrity. Right? All these dudes want to be YouTube celebrities, man. That's what it's all about. They don't really care about the sport. They don't care about the sport. Because if they cared about the sport, we will all be on the same page getting the fights we want. It wouldn't be a narrative. It's no reason to push a narrative. We not getting no fucking money from none of these motherfuckers, man. Well, at least I'm not. Right? Well, at least I'm not getting no money. I don't know about other channels. They probably are getting, kickbacks. I wouldn't be surprised. Right? With the narratives that they push, I would not be surprised. But the writing is on the wall. I told y'all what Al Haymon was going to do. Now he's putting Keith Thurman in position to be another roadblock. That's it. That's all. That's all Keith Thurman is there for, to be another roadblock. Because they already knew. Just think about this. They already knew the pressure was going to be on after the Ugas Spence fight. Is 3 belts. is one person with 3 belts, that motherfucker got to fight Terrence Crawford. Period. It don't matter who that person was. You got to fight Crawford. Period. And Al Haymon already know that. So don't be surprised if one of those belts Errol Spence Jr. get vacated. Right? Don't be surprised. Me, I'm thinking the WBC, and the reason I'm thinking the WBC belt might get vacated is because Errol Spence Jr. need the juice again. And I said it. Yes, I said it. Right? Because he haven't had a stoppage since he got in the WBC. And we all know what the WBC is part of the clean boxing program. So I'm just putting shit together like, okay, when was his last stoppage? His last stoppage was Kell Brook. And Kell Brook, yeah, like he enrolled in VADA, but he enrolled in VADA late because Victor Conti had a tweet, came out and said, Errol Spence Jr., why you haven't enrolled in VADA yet? Why are you waiting? Right? Just like Victor Conti, he just came out about Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, we would like to, see a sample from you. This is probably another reason why the WBC getting involved too. Don't be surprised, right? They probably trying to catch Keith fast, right? The Mario Barrios camp probably like, oh hell no, man. Now he got to do something, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because we don't know what Keith on. Like, why the fuck would he drop out of the WBC ranking system? That's suspicious. Why you dropping out the WBC ranking system? Then they trying to give you a final eliminator. You shocked. You asking why is they involved? Why they even, why they even coming up to me? Man, you acting suspicious, bruh. You should be happy to get a final eliminator, right? Why you acting suspicious, Keith? Because, see, like a lot of people, like they look at me as a, they probably like, oh man, he just be talking. But no, man, I be analyzing this shit. And it's like, Errol Spence Jr. haven't had a stoppage since Kell Brook. He enrolled in VADA late. After Kell Brook, who did he fight? Right. I think he fought Mikey Garcia. Right? Somebody like that. No. I think he fought Lamont Peterson. He didn't enroll in VADA in that. Nope, he didn't enroll in VADA before Lamont Peterson. He didn't enroll in VADA for Ocampo. He enrolled in VADA again for Mikey Garcia. Right? So he enrolled in VADA for Kell Brook, but that was late. He didn't enroll for Ocampo. He didn't enroll for Lamont Peterson. Then he enrolled for Mikey Garcia because Mikey Garcia was a WBC I think like belt holder or something like that at 140. I mean, at 135, some shit like that, right? Yeah. Yeah. Mikey Garcia, he always been in the clean boxing program. So I'm pretty sure his team got on that and they made Errol Spence get in the clean boxing program. And y'all already seen what happened. He haven't had a stoppage since. He haven't stopped nothing since he been in a clean boxing program. And this is just a fucking fact. It's just a fact. Right? Like then you could go to these other channels. Of course, they're going to try to sugarcoat it. It's like, no, go and look it up for yourself. Go and look it up for yourself. Google it. Look it up for yourself. Right? Shit, I'm wondering, should I do this right now? Man, I don't got that much time, y'all. But yeah, though, man, I will do a video on it though. Let's just make that clear. OdeeLoc will do a video on it because I prove what the fuck I say. Right? I prove what I say. Y'all already know I prove what I say. I come with receipts. I prove this shit. So I'm not even worried about that. But yeah, Errol Spence Jr., stopped getting a stoppage since the Mikey Garcia. And Mikey Garcia made him enroll in VADA early, not late, early, right? And ever since then, he been a part of the clean boxing program, and he haven't had a stoppage yet. Facts. And he haven't stopped nothing, right? Now, Keith Thurman, he done dropped out the WBC. Why? Because he want to get on that juice so he can make sure he beat Mario Barrios, right? Now that he can beat Mario Barrios, now he's going to be in the, he's going to, like he going to mysteriously pop up in probably every fucking sanctioning body, right? This guy, he's just going to, shit, like almost a 3-year layoff. He just gonna come back, fight Mario Barrios coming up in weight, and he just gonna mysteriously pop up in every fucking sanctioning body. But boxing ain't full of shit, right? Come on, man. This shit is getting played out, y'all. This shit is really getting played out. It's getting, this shit is like shit is like a revolving door. It's gonna be the same old shit with the PBC. The same old shit, the same old shit, the same old shit. Damn, man, like you want everybody to sign to you just for you to give them a fucking fight? Why do you have to have control over every fucking body? Right? You didn't want control over Canelo. Well, you did want control over Canelo, but Canelo said, fuck you. I'm signing one fight. Take it or leave it. Right? Now you treating Crawford. Oh, man, we don't have enough money to pay you. Huh? But you got enough money for all this other shit. But when it come down to Crawford, you don't got no money. You can pay Canelo. You can pay Pacquiao. Shit, you could pay Keith Thurman $8 million. Right? Y'all can pay Wilder and Fury. But when it come down to Crawford, we don't got no money. We don't want to insult him. Come on, man. The writing is on the wall. I don't know why so many American people hate the greatest American boxer that we have today. I don't get this shit. Terrence Bud Crawford is the most accomplished boxer that we have fighting in America today. That's a black American. If it's if it's another one, name them. This man gets so much hate. Have an all-black family. Love his family. Don't drink. Don't smoke. Stay out of trouble. Don't try to start up bullshit. Right? Just want to fight. Just want to, create a legacy. And it's all this roadblocks. It's all this fucking hate. For a dude who haven't even did half the shit he did. Who haven't even did half the shit Terrence Bud Crawford did. Half of it. I just can't understand it. Yeah, that we could praise them both. Yeah, like they both good fighters. But the hate that Terrence Bud Crawford has gotten over the years just for wanting to fight Earl Spence Jr. is fucking ridiculous. See, that's the same hate that Anthony Joshua got for wanting to fight Deontay Wilder. He was called a coon. He was called a slave. Don't that sound familiar? He was called a token boy. Don't it sound familiar? The same shit they called Terrence Bud Crawford. These same people, these same channels, right? These same channels go around act like that they love Crawford now. Where's the support at for Crawford? Motherfucker, you didn't support him. How the fuck you gonna be asking other people to support him? When you had a live every day trashing this man's whole fucking resume. Right? You had lives every day, 2 hours, 3 hours, trashing a man's resume, calling him top ranked Toby, calling him a slave, a coon. What? Now all of a sudden, since he's suing Bob Arum, y'all wanna, try to get behind him on some fake black power bullshit. Don't nobody believe you motherfuckers. Nobody believe y'all. Y'all just as fake as y'all channels. Y'all love to lie and bullshit. Right? They love it. Trashing. Man, now just imagine you as a boxer trying to get the biggest fights in your division, and all you want to do is fight. You not bringing up no purse splits. You not bringing up no percentages. You not bringing up none of that shit. You just want to fucking fight. Right? Then you got hundreds of channels calling you a coon, calling you a sellout. Black men who older than you, right? Because all these dudes are older than Terrence Bud Crawford. All these dudes who got these channels are older than him. All of them are older. Trashing a young brother. He's a coon. He's a slave. Oh man, he needs to do this. He needs to do that. He needs to do this. He needs to do that. Why don't he fight this dude? Why don't he fight this dude? Why don't he fight that dude? Why don't he do this? Oh man, but everybody on his resume Earl Smith Jr. can beat. But this is, soon as he sued a white man, Bob Arum, oh yeah, brother, that's right, brother. Yeah, brother, that's right. That's right, brother. Man, sit y'all ass down, man. Go and sit in the fucking corner, man. Right? Go and sit in the corner and shut the fuck up. Sit in the corner and put some bubble gum on your fucking nose, you fucking clown. And shut the fuck up. I mean, for real. But this is boxing nowadays, right? Just because Al Haymon, he's in the shadows like the fucking Phantom, right? He's behind the curtain like the Wizard of Oz, pulling everybody's strings. He don't supposed to get, called out. Leave Al alone. Leave Al alone. Man, he don't say nothing. Man, he don't say nothing. But man, but how you gonna criticize a man who don't say nothing? Huh? Because he doing bullshit like this. And we already know he made the call. Of course he made the call. He made the call because Keith Thurman didn't even fucking know about it. He made the call. Keith Thurman didn't even know. He's shocked. Like, what the hell? Because you're going to follow Al Haymon plan, Keith. It's not up to you. It's not up to you. It's up to Al and what he wants your ass to do. Right? So it's a shock. It's very shocking. But Al is going to make you do what the fuck he wants you to do. And you going to do it or be in the fucking doghouse. Either or. Either or. So yeah, y'all. Uncle Al has done it again. I wanted to do this live. You know, I just couldn't wait to do this live, man, because I told people that Al was going to do something with Keith. Right? And don't be surprised if Keith pop up in that Ibf ranking system to block boots. Don't be surprised. But this is your boy OdeeLoccSportsInfo. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment. I'm gone.